Well, good morning, everybody. Like I said, we're in the woods, and we've been out here for about a week together, and I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of his rig, but I had to show you something else really quick. Check this out. We're in a beautiful spot. Tall pines. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, this is the inside of my Sunrader. I kind of have the L-dinette here, and I can move the centerpiece all the way forward or all the way back so that you can sit different ways on here and sit with other people. I have your typical Lagun table mount that swivels around to, use your table either for eating or messing with your computer. All of my roofing, you see the gray area, which is this section back, is all marine grade foam backed vinyl that you would see on boats. The top is done in 1/4 inch cedar planks, and also the bottoms of my drawers down here done the same way. The aluminum that I used is the same stuff you'll see in when you go to a gift shop or something and they have the glass shelves. It's not 80/20. It's a different material, but it seems to work really well, very lightweight. When I built this, I was really concerned with weight. Being in an older Toyota, they call it a 1-ton chassis. So everything in here is built upon weight. All the wood structure, there's no backing. It just is the wall, and it's done in a blue pine, which is a really nice light wood and also has a really nice aesthetic to it. I have your, typical sink on the one side, which is kind of nice, and then I have the stove on the other side. Kind of gives two different surfaces when you're prepping, either cooking or cleaning, which is really nice. And then, of course, what everybody talks about is a little wood stove, and it's the Cubic Grizzly, so it's one up from the Cub. The reason I did that is the firebox in these is typically only about a 2-hour burn time. So I wanted the largest firebox I could with the smallest stove. And I'm still only getting about a 2-hour burn time, unless I burn like compressed sawdust logs. I can get a little bit more out of those. But this thing puts out a tremendous amount of heat. So it's really important that you pay attention to all your setbacks and everything when you do one of these. I've measured this at 650 degrees, which is very hot. Everything on here, I have fireboard on the back and on the front that you'd have on a typical wood stove that was been cut up and fitted to it. I also have L-track all the way on the inside, on this side, on the two fronts where you're standing, and that allows me to, you can see I'm hanging fruit there, I'm hanging jackets and coats, I'm hanging hats. On the kitchen side, I can hang my pots from when I'm cooking and just set them back up there. Really handy, really efficient. I have no cupboards that open up. One, I don't have to walk around them and deal with that issue. Everything's open and it stays put. I just use your standard drawer liner for the underside of these, and that is glued to the wood. And I don't have, unless I really hit a nasty road, I don't have a yard sale. I've had a few yard sales, but those were some pretty bad roads that I hit, and I was going probably a little too fast. Wanted to test out my suspension, and it did really well. I have a 20-gallon water tank, or 20 or 23-gallon water tank. I don't remember what came stock in one of these that sits underneath here. I have my diesel heater as a backup source of heat underneath here. And from that, we can pretty much go to the front area. So coming up here, moving to the front, we're in the bed area, and that's kind of nice, is not having to make the bed and then move everything around. So my bed is right up here. I use a Exped Duo mattress, and I love these things. They're a little bit pricey, but they're air foam, so they're somewhat adjustable. And I really like that thing. It works well. Again, the Cedar up here. I have the L-track, like I said. I can hang different things up here. I have one of those nice Shiraco fans that everybody raves about. I can see why. They're really nice to have. I can turn this around and blow it this direction. I have all your standard safety features, you know, especially with a wood stove and all that. Down below here, again, is where my composting bin is. So I remove these guys out of the way. They sit over here, and I can slide the composting bin out. Makes it kind of nice. This is most of the sewing except for the cushions I did myself. One of the things my grandma taught me back in the day. So I have these set up. All my cushions, all of my drapes, all of my fabric has warm window, which is a really nice insulating fabric that I got at Joann's, and it's about 5 layers thick of different materials. It's really good for either the cold or the heat. So this is my pass-through, and so when I want to go through my pass-through, I can just turn these up out of the way, and I have my full pass-through. And this allows me, if there was an emergency, I guess I could go through. I don't really use it as a pass-through. I use it more for opening the 2 front windows, and it circulates a lot of air through here, which is really nice. But going back, you can see this is where I keep my Dometic 75 quart fridge freezer that I absolutely love. I had this in a a trailer that I built, an off-road trailer, and so I just brought it into here and made room for it. I have, as you can see, we'll go in and look at it, but you can see my camera system. I use Gaia GPS for my navigation on a little the heck is that, a Mini 4 I think it is, or a Mini 5, I can't remember which one. And yeah, that's pretty much those. I have 2 of the Max Air fans, the 7000 series. They go in and out. I can also temperature regulate it for if I need to leave Lily inside, although nobody said anything about taking her into the store so far, so I've been getting away with that. This area on both sides, you'll see, is all set up with just a nice material so that I can put all my patches and stickers and different things as I start traveling places that I'm going to go. I've only been on the road full-time now for, 2 months, which has been awesome. Everything has worked the way I wanted it to. I spent a lot of time camping in it, and from that camping experience, learning things that I needed to change. One of those, I used to run a Berkey water filter for my water filtration, and found that in higher elevations I had issues with it. I did contact them to verify and see if that was something they knew about. They said no, they'd never heard about it before. Just told them that it happened to me twice. I don't know if it's something with the product or not, but it didn't work for me. So I went with an Acuva water filtration system. It's very small, sits on the back wall, has a UV filter, and it has a separate faucet for your drinking, so I don't have to have 2 water tanks, which is really nice to have. I have a fairly deep sink, which makes it really nice. I just got one of these recently from Amazon. I love these things. They just fold up out of the way and give you 1 extra surface, because surface is always lacking in one of these. And that's pretty much it. I think we'll go take a look at the cab next. So this is the cab of my rig. Needed a new steering wheel, so instead of doing that, I decided to do a wrap. And it seems to work really well, gives a nice grip. I have one of those pods underneath here. Actually, only 4 of them are set up. These stay lit all the time, which is kind of annoying at night, so I have them set up. Actually, you can see, so I have a separate toggle switch. Those turn on all my lights, and I have the nice ScanGauge, which keeps track of all my things as I'm going on. When it's running, it's running. This is where I keep my navigation. I have, of course, camera for protecting myself while I'm driving, but this is the guy I was talking about, my backup camera. So right now it's on reverse, and if I'm making a turn and I want to see everything on that side of the camera, I'll hit that one. If I want to see everything on the other side of the rig, I'll hit that one. The doors are open, so it's hard to see. And then I have a secondary one in the back that shoots downward, so I can see if anybody's messing around with my stuff in the back. And then I did take and put all of the Toyota 4Runner. I took and grafted it in and welded it all in so I could use all the original shifter mechanisms from that. And that made kind of a nicer install. Still got to get carpet to fit properly. That didn't fit. But I'm a DIYer, so I don't really care. Refrigerator's right here, nice and handy for cold drinks if you need them. As I said, this is a complete pass-through. This will push up. There's a lot of stuff up there right now. But this will push up if it needs to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do have a locking compartment up here when I go into places, stereo, all the fun stuff. But it's a nice, comfortable ride. Well, that's it for the vehicle tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other questions or want to follow me along this journey, you can get me at Sunroamer Overland on YouTube and Instagram both. And I hope you do follow me. Let's see what we can put this thing through.
Sweet.